parenting. It is a tough gig to have. It is one that sometimes we're thrown into it, not because we didn't know how to prevent it, but because we didn't prevent it. Um, Other times we may have planned for it, but again, we don't have a manual on our kids. And each child that we have is very different in so many aspects and ways that we almost have to parent for each child. Some things you can do for all your children if you have more than one, and it works perfectly well. Others, not so much. Doesn't work as well. And so we have to learn how to adjust and move forward. We also have to learn how to let go of control because kids are really great at letting you know or remember you have no control in life. And it's all about teaching them and teaching them to be independent, healthy, striving, adult, because that's what they're going to turn into when they're older. And we are really their cooks, their banker, their financial planner, their chauffeur, their cheerleader. And then we are also the person that helps them learn what responsibility is, what routines are, what healthy boundaries are, and what it means to have positive and negative consequences. Because no matter what choice we make in life, there will always be a positive and there will always be a negative consequence. And so I always tell my clients, good luck, because having children and being a parent is not for the faint of heart a lot of the times. So this next series we're going into is all about parenting. And it really is all about gentle parenting. And perhaps gentle parenting gets a lot of bad rep because people may often misunderstand it as permissive or no discipline, when in fact, it is the healthiest way we can parent a child. It combines empathy, respect, boundaries, and accountability. And that's what we're looking for. It's going to be really hard if you haven't worked on yourself and we allow our past trauma or unhealthy relationships from our own parents to get in the way. And so I always encourage parenting classes to get your own therapist to help resolve any issues you may have so you can truly be the best parent that you can be for your child. So what is gentle parenting exactly? Well, gentle parenting is an approach that prioritizes connection, empathy, and emotional safety while maintaining clear structure, consistent boundaries, and appropriate consequences. It focuses on teaching rather than punishing, guiding rather than controlling. And the core belief behind this is children learn best when they feel safe, loved, and respected, not when they feel fear or shame. Really important. The basis of parenting is all you have to do is love your child. And when we love our children, we don't want to hurt them. We don't want to do mean things to them. Hopefully we don't want to yell at them. Saying that that won't ever happen would be a lie because we're human and it really does happen at times. We all make mistakes, but then we come back and we reassess and we do apologize as parents. And we allow our children the space to be able to tell us that we kind of sucked and not to internalize it too much. There may be some internalizing, but we are adults. We should be able to move forward and change, become the best parents for our children, even adult children. We are still older than they are, and it is still our responsibility. So what are some key pillars when it comes to gentle parenting? Well, connection first. So children are more receptive to guidance when they feel seen, heard, and valued. The same exact things that we want as adults, surprisingly, our kids want it too. So gentle parenting builds trust through active listening, empathy, and co-regulation. So helping your child calm through your calm presence. Here's an example. Your feelings are okay, even when your behavior isn't. I'm here to help you figure this out. Of course, if we are stuck in our own trauma or our own victim mentality, it's going to be really hard to teach our children how to do this, how to do healthy boundaries, or how to have a structure and routine as well. Really important to get the help that you need so that you can be the best parent possible. So, healthy boundaries. Boundaries are what keep safety and respect in place for both parents and child. They teach I can't even say that word right now. Anyways, accountability and self-regulation. Predictability. A healthy boundary sounds like it's okay to feel mad, but it's not okay to hit. Let's find another way to show your anger. Boundaries are not about control. They're about clarity and consistency. So structure and routine. Structure provides security and stability. Gentle parenting recognizes that freedom without guidance is confusing for kids. Predictable rhythms, mealtimes, bedtimes, transitions help children regulate emotions and reduce power struggles. So here's an example. After playtime, we always clean up together before dinner. Would you like to start with the blocks or the cards? So now we have consequences, not punishment. So what types are there? There's positive consequence. Reinforces desired behavior. You shared your toy. That was kind. Let's read an extra story together. Natural consequence. Let's reality teach the lesson. You left your bike in the rain. Now it's wet. Logical consequence. Teaches responsibility while maintaining respect. If you throw the toy, I'll need to put it away for now so it doesn't get broken. The tone is calm, not reactive. The goal is learning, not shame. Of course, there comes times where negative consequences do come into place and are really appropriate to have. But again, these can be taught in logical consequence ways or natural consequence ways, right? So let's say your kids woke up and maybe they didn't wake up in a great mood, kind of irritable, not very kind, maybe throwing some stuff, not too happy they have to go to school. That's okay. They have the choice to wake up, right? We wake up, right? That's the choice. They can choose to get out of bed, not get out of bed. They can then choose to be in a good mood or not to be in a good mood. Either way, they get to make those choices, and it's a good idea to remind them they have power to choose whether it's going to bring a positive consequence or a negative consequence. However, if they are in a bad mood, and normally they would come home and maybe do a chore, work on some homework, and then have some free time for friends or video games, this is where that natural consequence or logical consequence comes into play. Hey, I know that you want to, normally you get an hour, but this morning we weren't really our best. We were not very kind. We were just reacting a lot. Well, because of that, you are not going to be able to go to your friends today, or you can only have 30 minutes on video games today instead of an hour. So again, it teaches your children that they are allowed to make choices. They're allowed to make mistakes, but we're not trying to be harmful in the punishment for them. We're just trying to teach them that there are consequences in life. And because of that, those behaviors they chose, they just have a natural or logical consequence. And we're doing it in a calm way, not reactive. If you are becoming reactive, good idea to take a timeout for yourself, because we could all use a timeout at times as parents. So now we have modeling and repair. So parents model emotional regulation. They model self-control and repair after conflict. So an example would be, I got frustrated and I raised my voice. That wasn't okay. I am sorry. Let's both take a breath and start again. It's okay to tell our kids that we messed up, because it teaches them to be okay with a mistake as well. Of course, again, Whatever choice we make comes with a positive and negative consequence, even if it's a negative choice. So if your kid yells or you yell, maybe the positive is you got your anger out, you got your frustration out, you feel a little better now. Well, the negative to that is we just yelled at somebody and it probably affected their self-esteem and perhaps hurt our relationship a little bit, and now we have to repair that. So that would be the negative consequence with that behavior. So repair teaches us humility, empathy, and trust, showing kids that love isn't lost when mistakes happen. So what gentle parenting is and what gentle parenting isn't. So it is firm and kind. It is not lenient or permissive. It is emotionally attuned. It is not emotionally detached. It is clear with expectations. It is not vague or inconsistent. It is consequence-based. It is not punishment-based. It is relationship-centered. It is not control-centered. If we do the majority of the time, because again, we're humans, majority of the time we do what gentle parenting is, we are going to have healthy adult children that know how to make boundaries, that can emotionally regulate themselves, that can effectively communicate. If we do what gentle parenting is not, we'll more than likely have an attachment-based adult issue within our children that we have helped to create. They will have a harder time in life with their own relationships, and they will need to seek more help in order to fix all of that stuff. Now, of course, we could have a very gentle parenting home, safe, secure, loving, beautiful, and then some trauma happens to our children outside of the home. And that is where we step in and we love them through it, help them through it, and we get them professional help so that they themselves can heal from whatever happened. So here's the comment section. Comment on anything on gentle parenting, anything on parenting at all, any struggles or any positive wins that you may have had. And if you're having a hard time commenting, comment on this. Did you understand what gentle parenting was before I discussed it in this video? Or did you think something totally different on gentle parenting? And if this video resonated with you today, take a deep breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you never have to do it all at once. If you're feeling like it, give this video a like so others may find it easier. Share it with somebody who you think could benefit from it. Subscribe for new content every day of every week. Remember here, tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. I've created these journals and children's book. There's a link in the post where you can go and find them. The journals are great for teens and adults. Hopefully they just help you really increase your healthy behaviors, decrease unhealthy behaviors, maybe make you aware of some things you weren't aware of so some changes can start to happen. And the children's book and workbook just again help your kids learn how to emotionally regulate, understand they have what they need inside of them, and hopefully helps them where they need to go as well. And once again, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have a great day.